There's been a lot of international criticism over Hong Kong's national security law, but you're living there. Have you seen any relevant changes in Hong Kong since it was introduced?
Law and order have restored it, and there is no more riots or chaos. The government or the police can enforce the law more efficiently. Freedom of speech and expression are protected, as we no longer fear that the black force will assault us when we express our patriotic idea or speech, when we carry the national flag or sing national anthem during the black period. It will endanger our lives.
One particular criticism on the international front is that foreign judges could be blocked from handling cases related to the national security law. They argue this compromises the region's judicial independence. What's your view on this?
The core value of the judicial independence is to avoid conflict of interest, whether actual or potential. A foreign judge, because he belongs to another country, he needs to be loyal to his own country. So a judge cannot have due loyalty, especially in case of national security, which involve foreign powers. A unique loyalty is necessary because national security is to safeguard one country's interest. A judge, in his mind, cannot protect his own country while safeguarding national security of Hong Kong. We have to avoid interference from outside external forces.
The vice chairman of the NPC Standing Committee addressed the draft decision on improving the electoral system of Hong Kong SAR. He emphasized that only when patriots are governing Hong Kong can central authorities have full jurisdiction over the region. What does he mean by this? And is he right?
Of course, it's absolutely right. It's a universal core value. Every country will safeguard its national security and to prevent separatist and destructive force, as this will endanger the well-being of the people in the country. National security is an act of state. Every country has the equal right to enact national security laws so as to protect its own country. Our country is no different. We have the equal right to enact national security law and to implement systems to ensure protection of national security. And the electoral reform in Hong Kong is, of course, an absolute act to protect and safeguard our national security and interests.
What exactly is the legal base for improving the electoral system? What kind of criteria needs to be met?
Electoral reform in Hong Kong is in strict accordance with the Constitution and Basic Law. According to Article 31 of our Constitution, the NPC, the highest organ of our country, has the absolute right to establish Hong Kong SAR and to decide all its systems, including the electoral systems. And according to Article 62 and 67 of the Constitution, Standing Committee of the NPC have the right to supervise the constitutional order. According to Articles 1 and 12 of Basic Law, Hong Kong is a part of China and comes directly under the central government. Besides, Basic Law also stipulates clearly that the Hong Kong people has the right to elect and to be elected in accordance with the law.
What do you say to those people who might have concerns over this law and reform?
Our freedom is not unrestricted. It's not unlimited. All the freedom in every part of the world, it's not unlimited and must be subject to national security, national interest. For the national security law and the electoral reform in Hong Kong, the ultimate aim is to protect the legitimate interest of the Hong Kong people and to ensure the full implementation of one country, two system, and to ensure the long-term stability and prosperity of Hong Kong. Because if our country is unstable, Hong Kong will be unstable, both politically and economically. In that case, we cannot ensure our stability and prosperity in Hong Kong.